And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you the game of the week. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Baltimore Orioles. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, time for our player spotlight singing. Elly De La Cruz. Very important to this team's success.
Oh, I think that might be an understatement, Boog. I mean, this guy...
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Elly De La
The
Cruz.
shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Swing and a ground ball. Whips it across. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Estes with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. McDermott back to work. Left field. Wood makes the catch. And there's one away. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And here's the first baseman, Samuel Basallo. Out to short, De La Cruz. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. McDermott back to work. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1's
the count.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good, balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
On the ground, short. Oh, great stop. From his backside, high throw to first, and he can't reach it. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well.
Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
On the ground, and it stays fair. Makes it to second. The winning run's in scoring position with one gone.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He smashed that ball the other way and kept it fair down the third baseline. Did an excellent job of just throwing the barrel at the ball, even though he was a little late on it. Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
Here in Atlanta with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Nobody out here in inning number 8. Now up for Tampa Bay, Carson Williams. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Reaching for it and brings it in. Here's Alex Verdugo.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
That's a ball.
Gets a piece and stays alive. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Headed down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. He goes down looking.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
And stepping in for the Rays, Theo Gillen. And a swing and a miss.
No balls. One strike.
Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Just misses with that one.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now here is Jackson Merrill. Serpa back to work. On the ground, right side, India. In plenty of time to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Next to hit, Pete Sonnenberg. Line drive. Makes the grab. 2 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
To third. Slings to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of him there. We go to the 9th, and now it's going to be Jordan Walker. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Down the line. Acuna on the run. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Xavier Isaac. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's hammered into right field, and that's a base hit. And the tying run is on base. And the tying run's at second base with a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle.
Here comes the manager. And the batter now, Blake Mitchell. And that's in there for strike 1.
All season long, he's right. A number of saves. It's where he functions best.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the
One
sweeper.
ball. 2 strikes.
That one down the line, and foul ball.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Up the middle, Gorman. And they're down to their last out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Raised down by a run.
This is a batter who loves to produce late in ball games. He doesn't shy away from the big moment.
Swing and a miss. And a count 2-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Kirkering is just 1 strike away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one in the air. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves strand the tying run on base to win it. At Truist Park with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Nobody out here in inning number 8. The Braves with a big opportunity today, the chance to clinch a division crown with a win. Singing, even with the predictions that they'd be contenders, still a big accomplishment just to be in this position.
Yeah, Boog, the season isn't played in your analytics shredder. It's played on the field, brother, and they've backed up the hype so far.
Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Theo Gillen. That's one finds the zone. That's strike one.
You get that win today, you lock up the division title, and then you start thinking about how you want to approach the postseason.
Next offering misses, and that's ball one. Singer still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Jordan Walker getting ready. Ready to hit.
Ball. 1-0.
One out, base is empty.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. We see plenty of break in his pitches, even when he's running a little low in the tank.
One down, base is empty. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impact.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Brady Singer won't go any further tonight. So they turn to their closer, Orion Kerkering.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out. This one pretty. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. tattooed and gone. His 22nd homer of the year. It's 12-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. Gillen to first.
Out.
One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So up next, Jackson Merrill. On the ground, right side. That's a base hit. And now here is Pete Sonnenberg. He's already homered here in this one. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Safe at second.
No. Be safe.
Manager out of the dugout. Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Drew Rasmussen. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. And that one hammered Walker, raging back towards the wall. And it hits the fence. Play at the plate.
On the tag, you're
Got
out.
him.
Well, clearly being aggressive on the bases right there, trying to add on to that big lead. Credit to the defense, though. Nice execution to cut him down at the plate. Man, it's good to see they're still out there trying to make plays for their pitcher.
Now a chance for
Out.
Ellie De La Cruz. Isaac takes it himself. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Back here in Atlanta, all set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the catcher, Blake Mitchell. On the ground, right side, Gorman. Tosses to first,
Out.
and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Now up for Tampa Bay, Cedric Mullins. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Kirkering, 29 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because
Ball.
you'll have a tendency to chase
1-2.
if you look down in that area.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Down to the last out for the Rays. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. 1 for 3. Inside.
Ball. No, that's
Ball
it.
1. Swings
Ahoy.
through that one.
Good late
One
sink
ball,
on
one
that
strike.
fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
What do you
Checks his
got?
swing, appeal to third, and yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Earl Hendricks. 1 strike away. And
That's
that
a
one
ball.
a little below the knees.
2-2.
Balls, 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the Atlanta Braves back in a familiar position, champions of the National League East. So the Atlanta Braves, with the win to secure the division title, Singy, this is what they aimed for since the beginning of spring training.
Yeah, and the expectations were there as well, Boog, so maybe they felt a bit of pressure at some point, but they've really lived up to the hype. I mean, this is a terrific job from everyone in this franchise, and now they can really turn their focus to the postseason after a well-deserved celebration in the clubhouse, of course.
Back here at Lone Depot Park. Welcome in John Shambi and Chris Singleton. We've got one out here in inning number 7. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Bellinger sizing this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag,
Right there on
and
the
they
tag.
get 2.
Out.
Double play. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Dominguez back to work.
Yeehaw.
That's through there for a strike.
0-1.
You know, these Marlins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for
Ball.
the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Joe Mack. Fought off foul.
It's been tough fooling these hitters, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
Reaching for it, makes the catch. This is Bryce Terang. Ground ball right side, Sonnenberg. He steps on the bag. Marlins set down. Back here in Miami, here's the left fielder, Jim Reeves. 1 for 3. Fastball for a strike. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Milo King appears to be getting loose. Foley also throwing. Kicks and fires. Cut on and lifted in the air. Bellinger makes the grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. That's out to center field. Brings it in. And a couple of quick outs.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
De La Cruz
That's in. Ball.
stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. That's hard hit on the line. Dives. What a play. And we're back. And now the a little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Strikes him out with 100.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Pasquantino in the box now, takes strike 1. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2.
Ball.
Definitely got the
1
hitter
ball, 2
conscious
strikes.
of the pitch inside. Really think
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Junior Caminero. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
man, 91
No balls,
on
2
the
strikes.
slider right there. That's a hard one.
Hands another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff.
And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. So here's the Braves' designated hitter, Evan Carter. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. His 33rd homer of the year, and they take the lead. It's 8-7. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat. And
Ball.
a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Well struck left field. And a superb diving catch.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
Line drive, gone.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And some late inning drama here in the ninth as this. Back here at Lone Depot.
Now pitching for the Braves. Number 50.
That's in there. Strike one.
Ryan Kirkerig.
And it's through for a hit. And that puts the tying run on base. So digging in, Colton Cowser.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
0-2.
Just
That's
missed.
inside. Ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to...
Got him looking. One out.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike. Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw out.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Wow. Ball game. That one's got to feel good, and they walk it off.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
truest part. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Nobody out here in inning number 8. Davis in the box now. Takes strike 1. Some stirring in
0-1's
the
the count.
bullpen for the Phillies. Cade Smith up and throwing. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Nootbaar ranging back, feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Now in for the Braves, Ellie De La Cruz. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Hard hit right side. Throws to first
He's
in
out.
time. 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. He circles the bases. Home run number 35 on the year. And we're level.
Pitching for
The left-hander on now, Jude
Number
O'Leary.
27.
He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Acuna
Ball.
stands in here, takes ball 1 low. That one ripped right center field, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Really important at bat coming up now.
Making a move at second base, and here's the pinch runner, Lamar Galarraga. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Nolan Gorman. Laser could be extra bases. Heading for the plate. He'll score.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Digging in, Will Benson. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Gorman coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. So here's Riley now. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Benson. The runner at first. First with 2 gone. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Nootbaar moves under it. And that ends the inning. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. 1 was the solo homer. 9th. So coming into the game now on defense, Lamar Galarraga. He takes over in right.
Number 43.
Miller leading things off and takes a strike. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-2's the count.
On the ground to the left. Oh, and it hits the base. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Now it's going to be Rafael Marchand. Fouled off. He was late. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the 9th. Late swing, fouled to the left. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 0-2 now. Strikes him out, went with the sweeper, and it worked. He's 2 outs away. And now it's Brandon Lau. Swings through that.
This guy's got such a good
0-1.
sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're
Here
going to
you
be
go.
chasing stuff in the dirt.
No swing. Just held it back there. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 5-5. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And here is Justin Crawford. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Hard on the ground to first. And he handles
Got
it
him.
himself for the out.
Now
Wyatt
batting, the left
Langford
fielder,
stands in for the
Wyatt
Phillies. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout.
That's
Just
a ball.
missed.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. And now it's
I got a
even
ball,
1
1
and
strike.
1. Comes up empty.
2.
That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 out, space is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Caught him
3.
looking for the K. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. All even. Bottom 9. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Jackson Merrill. O'Leary back to work. Hit in the air, center field. Crawford in and to his right. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver
that's out.
playing football.
Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Nick Sandlin, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Smith getting cranked up as well. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
And now Henry Davis. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Crawford in position. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. He's one of the best players in the game. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
All
It's a
one's
tough
the
day at
count.
the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Ground ball left side. They get the force. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. So back here in Atlanta, on to extra innings. And now for the Phillies, Lars Nootbaar. Right through there for a strike. Popped up. Rodriguez makes the grab, one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Boom. In the box now. Take strike one.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Ground ball up the middle. Gorman throws on to first. 2 in a row set down to start the 10th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Vaughn in the box now. Take strike one. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Now will bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning.
Pitching for
Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Nick Sandlin.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really...
Liner, and this could be trouble. De La Cruz headed for the plate. Across is the winning run, and the Braves walk it off in extra innings.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
Truist Park with Chris Singleton. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us. Nobody out here in inning number 8. The Braves. With a chance to set the all-time record for wins in a season with a victory here. What a season it's been for them, Singy. Just dominant the whole way through.
Just simply incredible, Boog. I mean, this would be such a nice feather in the cap for them, and they've already tied one of baseball's most impressive records, and to have a chance at breaking it, wow.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Reeves pulls it down, and there's one down. I'm sure they tell you that the record is secondary, though. They're already thinking forward to a potential World Series run. And first offering is fouled off.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now the center fielder, Justin Crawford. Ground ball left side, could be 2.
Oh.
The flip to second, double play. They can't seem to break through.
now pitching for Philadelphia.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose Quijada.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck, and that one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Here comes Austin Riley. He's already homered in this game. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Trying to steal a first pitch strike with the breaking ball right there, but he was all over it in the box. Kind of sets up an interesting at bat the rest of the way. A little chess match here.
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. That one felt good. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 6-0. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Zips it to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. That one drilled left field. And gone! It's their second home run of the inning. It's 7-0. One out, base is empty. Jim Reeves will hit next.
Now pitching for Philadelphia, number 64, Tony.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. It gets down, a base hit. Throws to second, and he'll pull into second safely.
Waste no time there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Now at the plate, Jackson Merrill. Ground ball right side. The throw to first.
You're out.
2 away now. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a chopper out to short. Jump throw. Safe.
No, he's
and
in
that's
there.
his
Safe.
third hit.
Well, that's a great effort with 2 outs, and he displayed why it's so important to get out of the box quickly. There's no time to waste on these plays, and that hustle down the line to beat the throw really earned him that run.
Evan Carter next up for the Braves. That's towards center. And that's the third out. But 2 rounds. Sasaki back to work. Clips the corner. It's 0-1.
No
That
balls.
slider
One
breaking in
strike.
can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there. So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
The right fielder,
And now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Nootbaar.
That one ripped. And that's going to bang against the wall. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double. And his second hit.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an...
Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Andrew Vaughn now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that drops in for a strike. On the ground, could be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
Out.
You're
A
out.
double play to end it. So the Atlanta Braves with a new mark in baseball history, passing the 1906 Chicago Cubs and the 2001 Seattle Mariners for the most wins in a single season. Incredible run for them, Singy.
Absolutely amazing feat, Boog. I mean, just to say the least there. This is now an historic win. And one thing to remember, though, neither of those clubs went on to win the World Series. But I don't think that's going to give these guys any type of pause. They're going to roll into October with a world of confidence. And I think they're built for the postseason grind.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got Game 1 of the National League Division Series. It's the New York Mets going up against the Atlanta Braves. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. This to third, Riley. Throws across the diamond. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Up the middle, Gorman. Over to first.
He's out.
They get the out on Soto.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it and got the ground ball.
Designated hitter,
Tony Morris up now for the Mets. 1 for 2.
Oh, you can't ask for a better start to this series if you're the home team. You've got the lead, your starter's still on the mound, and there's a chance he finishes this thing.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And first offering is fouled off. And a base hit up the middle. And the leadoff man aboard. And now Will Benson. He's 0 for 1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Gorman gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swinging a foul out of play. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one is going to go. And they add on. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter.
Steve Muriel gets the ball now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Happ puts it away. 1 down.
The first baseman, number 17.
And now the first baseman, Pete Sonnenberg. 0 for 2 in this one. And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
2 down, base is empty. Henry Davis digs in now. Hit on the ground to short. Williams gets it to first.
He's out.
And that is the inning. But 2-round. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. just missed.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
Singy, that was a close play, and it looks like they're considering challenging the safe call.
Really close, Boog, and tough to tell in real time. We weren't sure, so you really can't blame him for wanting to take another look.
Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
One down. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just the first pitch. I think that could make a big difference in this one.
Strike three. It's a strikeout for Sasaki.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Ian Happ up to hit.
Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh.
That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Hitting the air out to center field. Merrill snags it, and that is that. Bottom of the 8th. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ellie De La Cruz. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
He makes the grab. 1 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. And the lead is up to 5.
Well done. Drives in the run. Solid swing.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Ken Morey.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 down. So, man aboard. Next is the designated hitter, Will Benson. He's already homered here in this one. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. The Braves add 1 on the RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Mets. New inning getting started, and stepping in for New York, Chet Williams. Sasaki back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And he hits a ground ball right side. Gorman tosses to first.
Out.
1 up, 1 down. Eliezer Alfonso up now for the Mets. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here in game 1 of the NLDS. Grounds 1 to short, and that one finds its way through.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Double play ball to second. Gorman throws on to first. Only 1 out remaining for the Mets. Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the late stages of game 1. Sasaki, 1 strike away from securing
that's down.
game 1.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game.
On the ground at first. Steps on the
He's
bag
out.
himself. Ball game. So the Atlanta Braves have jumped out to a 1-0 lead in this division series.
Yeah, and that carries a lot of weight in a 5-game series, Boog. It's huge to get an advantage right away.
Yep, a Game 2 victory will have them 1 step away from the LCS.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, on the other side, losing game 1 can really sharpen that focus, man. Those guys know that they've got very little room for error at this point.